Okay. Okay, I think I'm live. Yeah, I was just checking. I was like, where's the title of this? Maybe it doesn't show when you're live. I was just like checking. Okay, there it is. Okay. Let me put this back up. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are working on this rough sheet, which has been like not not the word's not delay. I've just been neglecting it pretty much. So we're just gonna work on it, I guess, because this is like really necessary for me to do because my outfit, it's like you can kind of tell what's going on, but there are things that you probably need like a zoom in on to like get kind of thing or just need more information. So let's just do that. First of all, yeah, this one. So I put this like little design here. I'm just gonna get rid of it because I thought about it and I do not like it. Um, yeah, okay, so we're just gonna do the back side. I feel like the back side is very important because especially like the sleeves, the way that I designed them, can't really tell like here. I think I did a really bad job kind of demonstrating how the sleeves like work. So I'm just gonna try to draw them over here. But this back side is kind of bothering me, so or like this bikini right here. Perfect. And I've been thinking about like what's kind of like I might go overboard here because I've seen people do rough sheets for characters and they're just like pretty basic. They just kind of give like a front view and it's like I guess their character is so simple you don't even need to know like what it looks like on the back. But I consider things like the back and stuff because when I decided I wanted to make like my Vroid model, I was kind of doing majority of like updating the design in there. So I kind of saw everything. I considered everything a 3D view instead of like a 2D view at first. So I think that's why my character has like all these different things to it that are a little bit more intricate than people might be used to. But we're just gonna turn this on, work on the sleeves. So it's gonna go in like this. Has like a little bit of that like opening, but still like kind of tight on the arms. And then it's gonna have like this sparkle design at the elbows, which the elbows are right here, so it should be something like this. So this really kind of depends on how you draw my character. Yeah. As you can see, I put them like much lower here. So like I myself can't even figure out how it works. I think I'm using the wrong pen here. Yeah. I usually like to use this Dami pen right here. And then just... And because I am using a 3D model, the elbows say it's going to be here, but I'm just going to just put it lower. so it's like clear to you guys. So it should have like this sparkle design. But that's like the opening right here. Which sometimes I like completely forget that this is how it is. Like I like the idea of the design, but like sometimes it was like it was like complicated for me. But I still really like it, so I just like pushed myself to like try to figure it out, if that makes sense. And then just like kind of opens up kind of like this. It's kind of like that jean design. I forgot what it was called. where it's like tight in the thighs, but just like a flare, I guess, but just like a very slight flare. And then put in the arm. Yeah, and then you can see here, that's how it looks. But I did such a horrible job kind of like demonstrating it here. And then there should be... See, this pen is kind of thick right now, so it's not like the best representation. And plus, the model's like at an angle, so it's gonna look different. But whether the sparkle is just right at the elbow or somewhere else in the arm, I don't really care. Gonna end like that theme here. And yeah, that's how it works. And then there's gonna be like that zipper on the front. I was thinking of doing like a zipper thing in the back too, but decided not to. And just to demonstrate that it's on the side, we're gonna open it up like that. So like the whole goal of this ref is to kind of just have things make more sense. Okay, I'm just checking if my mic picked that up. Just kind of checking the ref, see if things are kind of making sense. I don't think they are, actually. I think I'm gonna have to erase this. So when you're using like the split thing here with like the ruler, when you erase, you can't do it at the same time. So what I do is I go here and I use like the G pen, like the pen that comes with Clip Studio, just like a really basic pen like this. And I turn it into transparent, and then it'll kind of do both sides like that. I don't know why it doesn't count for the eraser tool, but maybe that's something in the settings I have to figure out. Go back to the Dami pen. Yeah, maybe if I just like thinned it out instead of making it all bulky and thick. I think just me seeing that was like a little weird to me. So it should go out like this. Yeah, this looks a bit better. See, I don't even know too. Like, it makes sense on my V-Roy model if you see it. But I didn't even know either. Okay, let me turn off this ruler here. Okay, yeah. But while I'm working on this, I guess I'll talk about today. Today was okay. I went to the mall. And I had like the worst diet of my life. I didn't get too much. I went to Sephora because I wanted to just go check and see if they had anything. Because I've been just like thinking about getting stuff. And just like everything was just so expensive. Like, Milk has this like really good primer that I've used before, and I've used like their setting sprays and stuff, and I really love them. But they're expensive. And I already have like a setting spray and like a primer, but they're like okay. I got them because I'm like, okay, I think this can work out, but then I got it and the texture wasn't okay, but I'm the type of person that's like, whatever, I'll just like use it because I have it now. And my makeup doesn't look bad, you know, so yeah, no, I'm just thinking like, because I needed a new setting powder or not a setting powder, a new setting spray, because I was kind of running out of the one that I had. And I liked the milk one when I used it before. And it was like, I'm pretty sure the mini size would end up being like 25 something, like $25 or even more, maybe like $30 for like the small size. Um, and it's just like, damn. And like I was thinking of getting like a bronzer as well because I had a bronzer, but I just the tone of it, it was like it was like almost there, but not quite. It was like a little bit too red for my skin tone. Um, and then I asked my sister because I was with her. I was just like we were at the checkout. And then I looked at the nude sticks. Yeah, the nude sticks. I don't know. I was gonna say something else. Like I was gonna explain nude sticks to you guys, but it's a brand of makeup. And I was like, while the girl was doing her stuff, I was like, oh, I heard nude sticks. Like they have some good stuff. And the thing is too, it's like I don't think I saw like a nude stick before in my location, so it was like, oh, it seems like this is something they added. And then my sister's like, yeah, they have like the best bronzer, even though it's expensive. They had like the best bronzer I've ever had in my life. And the thing is too, like she doesn't really wear those anymore. Like she doesn't wear like a bronzer. And so after you not you, after she kind of like was done with her transaction, she I told her, I was like, okay, let's go check the nude sticks before we go. And she showed me like her favorite bronzer, and she's like, this is like the best like bronzer for our skin tone. It's like perfect. And it was. It was like the perfect amount of like brown. It was almost like a true brown. That was just, it was just so, it was like great, but it was like so expensive. It was like almost $40 for the stick. Which I think I'll spend if I ever like get a job or something. Because it was like really good. At the same time too, it's like I don't know if I need a bronzer. I've done my like foundation without any sort of bronzer, highlight, whatever, and I think I look pretty okay, I guess. Or like the makeup look looks like the way I imagined it, kind of thing. So I feel like I'm just getting it because I just saw it. And I'm like, ooh, I want to get it. Oh, this should be lower actually. But yeah. Sometimes even like the drugstore stuff, like drugstore makeup is kind of expensive. But I did end up going to like the drugstore that was there in the mall, and I got some lip liners because I've been scouring like far and wide for like a brown lip liner. And then eventually I did find one. They like restocked because I obviously checked there before and nothing was there. And so it seems like they restocked, and they had like this kind of light-ish brown, and then they had like this really dark brown, and I was trying to contemplate like, ooh, should I get the dark brown or light brown? So I got the light brown, and it's like a nice color. Like it's the thing is with for me when I do like a lip liner kind of look, I want the lip liner to be like I'm wearing a lip liner kind of thing. I don't want it to be like, ooh, it's like nice and blended. But then I got that, so whatever I like it. I think I will continue using it. But yeah, so I got that lip liner, and I also got the other lip liner that I was using. I was looking for a brown lip liner, but the lip liner that I use, I do like how it looks, so I got that one as well. And then I got some like skincare that it was like a little pack, like a skincare pack. I feel like my computer's not detecting my head. Let me move my head. Hold on. Because the lighting I usually have, it's like it works out. Okay, yeah, I guess it does. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm like drawing and stuff. Because I couldn't like figure out what serum I was because on my what serum I wanted, because my skin has like gotten better over the time. I don't know why I can't speak. I gotta really speak to my doctor about it. I mean, there is actually a reason, like, now that I think about it, but I gotta like work on it, you know? But it was like a little skincare discovery pack of like from the same brand, and it's like you can have like mini versions of their serums and like see which one is best for you. It's the Beauty of Joseon or Joseon ones. I've used their. I'm currently using one of their serums. It's like the rice with the alpha arbutin. And it's okay. Like it's not like a very strong serum or anything, so I don't expect any like treatment from it. Because it's like what is it? It's like my skin has been through so much that sometimes like serums like that just like don't really work out, you know? Because it needs more. And there is certainly a toner that I use that I actually kind of regret buying because the toner is just so good, but it's so expensive. And I regret getting like this mini version of it because thing is frozen again. I regret buying the mini version of it because I was like, oh, I just kind of want to see if it works, and it did because it's like a holy grail in skincare. And now it's like I'm sad because it might run out soon, and I think that was what was helping my skin a lot with like controlling acne and stuff. And I'm kind of mad at myself. It's like I should have not bought that, but I'm glad I did because it made my skin better. But now it's like some expensive Sephora items made my skin better. It's the Paula's Choice BHA AHA toner, the iconic one with the black tube, I guess. Would you call it like a toner, like a bottle, like a big like bottle, that black and white one? It's really good. Like it's as good as people say. It's like when my acne would come out, but I don't get too much anymore, because of that toner. But when it does come out, like it comes out like very tiny, like very tiny. So like using things like a pimple patch is like really effective, which that's good. But this should kind of flare out more. I'm so mad because I didn't get to see Little Sims because she just sold out and I just couldn't get tickets. I hope she comes again. I heard she hasn't been getting good ticket sales lately, but I promise I'll come to her concert. I promise you, Sims, I'll come to your concert. I'll get all the merch so, you know, your house is supported. But yeah, speaking of makeup, I feel like I got my makeup routine like down, and I feel good wearing it now, and it's like I love the idea of like going out wearing makeup. The thing I just hate too is like when you're doing your lip routine and you're not wearing like a transfer proof lipstick or whatever, and so you just have to expect that all day. Like you're just thinking all day, it's like this is gonna rub off. I worked so hard on this lip combo and it's gonna rub off one day, or today, and most likely that's gonna happen because of food. And sometimes even just like walking around, right? Just like talking, walking around, it's gonna disappear. And I'm very careful about it because it is like two different lipsticks with two different colors. So like I try not to like press them together or whatever. Which sucks that the lip combo looks good, that I don't even want to like talk properly, but that's it, you know? I mean, it looks good, right? I find that I really like more bolder makeup on me. I feel like that looks much better. I've tried like Doyen makeup and like kind of that Korean style makeup, and it just doesn't like work for me. Like it doesn't work with like my personality, I guess. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I just, yeah, sorry. I'm like really trying to make sure these sleeves look good. Like speaking of reference, like one character I really want reference for is this character. It's a Vocaloid, the newest Vocaloid character. I think it's Fuiro, Fuiro, or I'm pretty sure there's a Y in there. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me search it up actually because I'm actually curious. I'm just gonna go on my phone and check. Urio? Vocaloid? That's not how you spell it. Yes, Furo. Fuiro? Furo? Yeah. But she's cool, and the thing is, I really love her design, but I can't really draw her because I have no idea what's going on with her jacket. And I'm trying to figure out, so I'm like, I would really love, a reference of this. I mean, I kind of get what's going on. I just want to know what's going on, what's like attaching these sleeves. Or maybe I'm just really dumb. But like her design is kind of my vibe. It's like, it kind of does feel refreshing compared to like other Vocaloid characters. Oops. Sorry, I'm just like messing with my phone. Oh, what a cute drawing. Hold on. Just a little crude drawing of her. Yeah. I'm gonna grab some water, actually. I have plenty of water, so I feel like this stream is gonna be good. Okay, let's go back to this. So I feel like this should be lower. Yeah, I haven't touched this in a while, so I have no idea what happened. I think I haven't touched this in like a month or something. Maybe even more. And for like this underwear, like obviously like I don't really care too much about how the bikini is. Like I like the look of like the really nice risen one, but lower one's cool too. Yeah, I think the shoes is something I feel like people might not like get. It's supposed to be like a wolf paw where it's like kind of has that risen look. But it's like a shoe. It's like when people make like furry shoes, they take like a really high heel and they break the heel off. And that's how they make the little paw. I guess it's a paw, right? Like the leg, like the foot of the leg part of the dog, it's a paw. I don't know, it seems like a dumb question, but sometimes when I think of paws, I think of like the front ones mostly. Okay. Where do I want to work on next? I'm just kind of excited to do more of like the detailing part of like what the earrings look like and what like the ears look like, ears and earrings and stuff like that. And what like there's something else I want to put detail too. Oh yeah, the teeth. The teeth also have a look to it as well. I think I'm gonna work on the pants. Like around here. Go a little wider. This should line up actually. Yeah, it's a little bit too high up. Like this. I'm just gonna predict like that. I could have been a little bit more accurate, did some more like math on it, but decided not to. Okay, good. I really love kind of like how I did the skirt here because I feel like it's like it has like this kind of look to it, but it's not so like flashy. It's just like it has a cool shape to it, and that's what makes it like interesting. I like that I hype myself up. But I was thinking of buying clothes there too. I found this really like I went into Hot Topic, which I rarely ever go into, but I saw like this shirt, like this Death Note shirt that I really loved that was like $50, which I would love to get because I'm planning to go on this panel, not like hosting it, just like there's a panel going on at this anime convention that's happening that I think would have been like really fun to wear. It's just like a panel about Death Note and like the 10 years of Death Note, and I'd love to just be decked out in like Death Note stuff. And I do have like a Death Note shirt, but it's like really old and crusty, and I don't even wear it outside as like a shirt that I wear as like an outfit, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would really love some new Death Note stuff. I'm like the #1 fan. It was my first like anime thing in my life, so I kind of want to get some more Death Note stuff. Actually, one thing that's like Death Note thing, one thing that's Death Note thing, one Death Note thing that I want to like do is like finish up the book collection for Death Note, you know? Like I didn't watch the anime, I read all of it. So like that's how I like that's my Death Note like journey thing. A lot of people have watched the anime. I've completely read it, but I never watched the anime. And so I would like to complete the collection, and I started reading it through the black editions. So I just want like a complete like black edition set. I think I have the first 3 of the black editions. Let me check actually. Yeah, it's the first 3. Hold on, let me adjust my chair. Yeah, so I would like to complete that. And if I could be extra, like if I had all the money in the world, I would also get just like the regular series along with it. One series I actually really loved was Bakuman, and it's by like the same guys who made Death Note. And sorry, I feel like this is not accurate enough. That's why I keep like redoing it. Yeah, so I actually really liked that manga. I think a lot of people weren't into it because they don't realize that you have to what am I trying to say? You have to read it. Yeah, you have to read Bakuman because it's good when you read it. I heard the anime was not good. I remember talking about it with someone. They're like, "Yeah, I watched the anime, but it's not that good." It's like, "No, you don't get it. You have to read it. You gotta read it." But I didn't finish Bakuman though, but I really loved it. So I want to just get the whole book set so I can like finish reading it. But like for reading and stuff, I've been thinking of going back into reading because that's something that I have like that's a hobby where I put like a huge hiatus on. And I don't know, I just like I used to be like a big reader, and now I just like stopped reading. I used to like keep up what's good and new with like books and stuff. And which is weird because for me reading doesn't take too much of my time in the day. I mean, depending on the book if I'm so invested in it. But I just decided to like stop. Speaking of stopping, why did this song just stop? Oh, there we go. But that pause right there, it's usually not that long. Maybe, I don't know. Let me just draw the front here. Oh, I should probably draw the front here. Or like the back here on the front. Like that. So like you get that that's the back. Maybe right here, that seems more legit. And yeah. Taking consideration of everything. These backs should be, so they're supposed to be like based on Mugler, so these should be a little bit more dragged out. Okay, I should probably use the pen. I was like thinking, like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to start my reading journey again, because there's a book that I've been reading that I just like stopped reading. I'm like in the middle of, and I feel like I have to like force it. I remember someone describing like doing things like book reading and like taking time for yourself is like a forced meditation. Like it's good for you and you just have to force yourself to do it to like feel good or whatever. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be like forced meditation where I just like have to do it. And I feel like once I get into it, I'm just going to continue the hobby. I used to be so good when it came to like book reading, in the aspect of like, okay, these pants are starting to not make sense. It's okay, I'll fix it. In the aspect of like every night, I wouldn't go on my phone before I go to sleep. I'll like read a book. Like to me, that's like crazy. It's a crazy concept to me now. Oh, this because it's shifted to the end. Because my ruler is shifted. I don't know why it's shifted. Let me check to see if that's shifted. Oh, now it's frozen. Okay. I accidentally like clicked on a button I should have not clicked on. No, that's even. Like this. Okay, no, that doesn't look even. For rulers, you can't really move them, especially if they're on the same layer. I think I have to delete this. Or delete the ruler, sorry. I have to find the middle. This is the middle. Which is weird because I did everything okay, like that. That should be a little bit more. Oh, it feels like it's just like on the same. Okay, whatever. I'll fix it. I'll figure it out. It doesn't have to be even. Be like this. Yeah, I kind of want it like cascading over the shoes, but I'm not really good at translating that. I was even thinking of doing like a book reading stream. Just kind of like an ASMR book reading thing, which I feel like is better because I have speech impediment. So if I have something in front of me to read, I won't completely stutter every time I speak. So the shoes should be like that. Oh, yawn. But yeah, Chipotle after a long time. I forgot to mention that I had ice cream, I think. So I had like ice cream. I had Baskin Robbins for the first time. So I don't think Baskin Robbins was like in Canada for a while. Like I've never seen a Baskin Robbins unless you know what, I should just like get rid of this ruler and just like hand draw it, I guess. Just hand draw it. Yeah, I mean like it was good ice cream. We have this place in Canada called Purdy's, and they're just like a chocolatier place, but they're pretty like popular for their ice cream. I remember growing up like seeing the ice cream place and like really wanting ice cream from there because it just looked so good. And like Purdy's was like a special place to go to. So when you would get something from there, it was like a delicacy. What is it called? What is it called? A delicacy. A delicacy. So yeah. So like we're thinking like, oh, we should get ice cream from Purdy's. But like something about like the Purdy's like ice cream, like they're famous for like their chocolate bars or like the quote unquote the ultimate bar, which is like you take like a base ice cream and then you like dip it in their like chocolate, so it's like a hard shell chocolate thing. And you can do like a double dip of like the white chocolate and the milk chocolate. That's like what the ultimate bar is. And you can put like nuts on it and stuff, sprinkles if you're a child. And yeah, so we were thinking it's like, oh, let's just get like the regular ice cream that they have there, like the little scoop. Yeah, but I don't know. But when you go to Purdy's, it's like, why would you just get regular ice cream when you can get like the special ice cream that they serve? We were thinking about it. We're like, Purdy's like ice cream, like the ultimate bars, like it's so like gross to like eat. Because like after you eat it, like 2 minutes into making that decision, you're like, I regret this so much. And kind of glad. I'm just glad we went for Baskin Robbins. And it was weird too because the mall was closing earlier than we're used to. It was kind of weird that it was like closing an hour earlier on a weekday. It wasn't even like a Sunday. So we was like confused, like everyone was like leaving, things were closing, and we're like, what the hell? And so we're like rushing to go get ice cream. And it was so sad too because when we left the Baskin Robbins, we saw a family of people walk in to get last minute ice cream. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for that girl. And so I think this is just gonna be blank. Oh no, there's a pattern here. So there's gonna be a pattern here. So I'm gonna continue this rib design here. And we're gonna bring the ruler out here. Like that. And do the little rib design. But there's a seam here. You know, I didn't listen to all of Renaissance, but I do really like this song, and I feel like I want to listen to all of it now. Just find some time to listen to that album. Because I'm kind of jealous of the people that went to the Renaissance tour. And I was like, oh, I wish I could participate in that. I'm like not the biggest Beyonce fan. Yeah, when I was like 13, I was. But nowadays, I'm just kind of not. I wasn't really like a stan of Beyonce growing up. I just kind of really liked the songs that I knew. I didn't like actively follow her. But I feel like, I want to like listen to Renaissance. Or I just kind of want to start listening to Beyonce in general because I kind of, I should probably, right? I mean, she's iconic, right? Like, that was something I should have done a long time ago. And when we were walking into that hot topic, we were talking about how like the aesthetic of Hot Topic kind of changed back to like what it originally was, because it was like a gothic place that also like a gothic punk place that also like sold like merch and stuff, and then it went fully into the whole like merch thing, and then went back into that scene because it started to get more popular now into the mainstream. So it was kind of cool to see that come back to like what they originally were. And then but like the pants and stuff, it's like, yeah, the pants and stuff, like you could tell they were just like not the best quality. It's like you have to be really careful washing those pants. They're not like Levi Strong pants where it's like you can put them in any situation and you're fine. That's the thing with clothes too. You have to be like really like specific on like how you wash them if you want them to last and stuff. So the back, I'm gonna continue the rib, the little bones of the quote unquote wings here. I think it should go out like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. And then, yeah, the sleeves are just like at the front here. But these like cascade at the back, so Yeah, that seems good. Ears look good, back looks good. Yeah, I don't think if you I think if you see the front, you don't need too much of the back. There's not much here in the back. Okay, collar, the hair's covering it, so the wavy designs. Sure. Do the wavy designs. And get rid of the ruler here. Maybe like this. Sometimes with like the wavy designs, like I just try to improvise. Like that. Like thicken it up here. Actually, no, just keep it thin. And then do that. Yeah, let's just do like one thing here. Or okay. Cool. Yeah, for the wave designs for like my shirt, I don't expect people to be like super specific about it. Just like figure something out. I mean, when it comes to maybe getting a 3D model done, you probably have to think about it, but it's all good. And then in the inside, it has like a little point here. And then, yeah. Oh, I didn't put the ruler on. See, I turn it off and I'm like relieved, but then when I need it, completely forget. Sometimes it's hard to stream while you're doing art because you want to focus on this. And I'm so used to like, when I'm doing art, I'm so used to like just focusing and just like not saying anything and just like listening to a podcast or something. So I'm just so used to just being quiet when I'm doing art. Um, yeah. No, actually, no. No, 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 no. Like that. Yeah, okay. Also, one thing I have to decide or think about are like the rings. So like my official like I guess this is crazy. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry if I'm like replying to that comment very late. Yeah, I've just been so focused on like doing this. But how are you doing? It's a nighttime for you like me? Busy today? Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, I know. I just get so busy. Yes. Is it very late? How late is it? At the morning, 2. Oh, 2 a.m. in the morning? Wow. Man, I had people from stream last time and they were like, yeah, it's like 1 a.m. here. And then they're like in the chat, they're like, sorry, I have to go to sleep. It's like, no, like go to sleep. Don't say sorry. Just go. But yeah, it's pretty late for me here. It's 10 p.m., which is, I mean, it's not as cool as you, but I'm probably planning to sleep at 1 a.m. or something. Yeah, same. I'm a night owl too. I can never find energy during the day, but at night it's like I'm just gonna like change my life, start a business, you know. I'm just like doing push-ups in the corner of the room, you know, having epiphanies and shit. It's like it's crazy at night. And then I tend to wake up late, so then I just kind of feel guilty about it. The house is quiet this time so I can do R&B. Yeah, that's one thing too. It's like you have to like do everything in the day. Like if you live with people, it's like you have to kind of just deal with that. I have a dog too, so I was like make sure that she's sleeping. That night I can do whatever I want. And I don't care if it's at like 2 a.m. or whatever. But are you like an artist too as well? Like you do draw a lot and stuff? Um because like sometimes when I'm like doing stream and stuff, it's like a lot of people they don't when they come in. Oh, that's really cool. Do you do like the same stuff as me, like the anime stuff? Because like sometimes people come in and chat, they're just like, oh no, I don't know a lot about art. Oh yeah, I mean that's okay. Like if you are you like a beginner or something, like just started kind of thing. Yeah, because a lot different styles. Yeah, I mean that's a really good way of like learning how to like figure out your own style, I guess. Study all the masters and stuff. I have like 8 years of experience. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, I kind of have a story on that too. But what I was saying, like I have a lot of people that come into my stream that like not are not really art, but they just kind of like how all of this like looks. So they just kind of want to see what's going on. Um, but like yeah, I have a lot of experience in art. I started art when I was like 13. Like when I seriously started to be like, oh, I want to be an artist when I grow up, and then I'm like in my 20s now. Your model, oh, thank you so much. I actually, that's a great compliment because I've worked a lot like on my design and on my model, try to make it look as like me as possible. Like I like really like it. I think it took like a year or something. Um, but yeah, I've started like when I was 13 and now I'm like in my 20s and it took me a really long time to just kind of figure out what to do. Especially like in high school. That's sick though. Yeah, I mean, like I'm glad I took time on it because the early concepts of what I was gonna do, it was like similar to this, but like it wasn't just right. So I had to do a lot of referencing and research on what I like. But when I was in high school, it's like I barely ever did art, even though I wanted to do art as a career, and I kind of regret that because I feel like I am still like far behind, but I'm kind of glad that I'm just kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah, I get that. I'm always working through my persona. Yeah, yeah. Um, for me, I think what helped was I'm really into just fashion in general. So just looking at what your favorite fashion houses are and like getting inspiration from like real life clothing and how real life clothing kind of like works. To me, I'm not really a fan of like that Genshin Impact kind of look, like with the very like far behind is about perspective. I think it's all relative to the goal. Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like people like, you know, for me especially, like I had like major burnout recently, and I think it's like necessary to just kind of have that break and like just really think about things and like just like take it slow so you're not like hating art or whatever. And I don't like that look too fantasy and soft for me. I'm one for the darker style. Yeah, for sure. Growing up, Tetsuya Nomura was like my favorite character designer. He still technically is because I love like the chaos of it. But if you don't know, he's like the Final Fantasy character designer, so he's like iconic for like those crazy designs. But growing up, he was like my favorite like character designer, and he was like the reason why I wanted to like pursue like concept art and stuff. I originally wanted to work for like video games and stuff. But yeah, I think like the busy look, I feel like there's so much of that I just kind of wanted to do something where it's simple, it's effective, it like focuses on shape and that it looks distinctive. You know what I mean? So like I said, I study like fashion houses that I really like and just like referencing off of like real life clothing that I've seen or like aspects of that I've seen. Very high fashion then, yes. A lot of these inspired from mostly Mugler, Givenchy, some French houses, depressed rich kids. I don't know how to pronounce it in French. They have really cool clothing. It's all about silhouette, yeah. All about recognizable silhouette. Very important, very important. Because if it's too mishmashy, it's like, yeah. Like, I get like the ads for Genshin Impact all the time because I just generally I'm into like the anime stuff and like video games. And sometimes it's like I can't even like distinguish between the characters because it's just like they kind of keep doing like the same. It's like this. It's like a similar silhouette, but it's like it's been done so many times. It's like I need something new. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean to like gas myself up, But very fluid clothing with spiky hair. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely like the concept of like even some like VTubers. Now you deserve the credit. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, yeah, some like even VTubers, they have that kind of similar silhouette of like the skirt, high sock, put on a puffy jacket with a cute shirt kind of look, and then like just switch out the hair or something like that. And I'm like, I kind of want to do something where it's like not like that, but something where it's like, I don't know. Oh, thank you for the follow. Arcfiend? Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry, I have a bit of like a speech impediment, so if I'm speaking too fast or you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm really sorry about that. Unique and simple terms, yeah, for sure. But do you have like favorite like designers or favorite characters that you like love for their design or something like that? Oh, what is this back here? You speak around the same speed as me, fam. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to like fix that though because last stream there were people. That question's so broad for me. It's yeah, I'm sorry. I know that's like you have to like really think about it. But I had like a stream last time where there were people from like people who spoke Spanish, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're like speaking really fast." It's like I don't know how to like stop the speed. I just like that's just how I speak. So sometimes I think about it like it's like better for like people who don't understand me or like don't understand English. They like it when it's like slowed down. But they like still like stuck around and they're just like following me and stuff. And they're just like they did really enjoy the stream, so I'm like really happy about that. I'm gonna start working on this side profile now, which I probably won't be working too much on. But yeah, definitely when it came to character design, it was definitely Final Fantasy for me. Tyler the Creator with Golf Fleur. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I'm such a huge fan. I didn't know we were the same person. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was around with the golf era with the Flower Boy. Um yeah, that's a very distinctive style. It's kind of like that skater style. What do you think about his new era? The Call Me If You Get Lost. I kind of actually prefer that area. Yeah, I have his 1 stars and Chuck 70s. Oh, that's really cool. I've been thinking about like because he has like the golf wang, right? I obviously I can't afford any of that, and my style too also is kind of like not that, but I still really like the style. Yeah, the high fashion stuff is doing what he's doing is pretty cool. Yeah, like he has that new fragrance. I don't even know what it's called, Fleur de Golf or Fleur de Waltz or something like that. Golf street style, yeah. I kind of like what I really love what Kendrick's doing. I love that like style that he has where it's like the sweater with like yeah, Fleur de Waltz. But I love the style that Kendrick's doing with like the sweater with like all the necklaces on it with I love that style where it's like that combination of like the fancy like necklaces and bracelets with like a sweater on or something. It's so cool. I love that style. I was thinking about making like a summer costume for me or something for like this persona, and I like took huge reference on that. I was like, oh, I want to do something like that or something. Big jewels with like accessories do so much. Yeah, that's the one thing about like making like an outfit. I feel like accessories like just make the outfit. Doesn't matter what you're doing. But he has like that whole like Compton cowboy thing going on where he's like wearing like cowboy boots with like a sweater and like the jewels and stuff. I think it looks so cool. I'm kind of excited what he might do after his recent album because it seems like from what I know, I think he's out of Top Dog, so like he has like more freedom of what he wants to do or whatever. Like my brothers don't get the point of having like 12 belts. Hey, listen, you gotta explain to them that like depending on the outfit, it needs like a certain belt, okay? Like I have a normal belt and I have like the belt with like the 2 holes in it, so it's like it has added oomph to it, you know. Kendrick has room to experiment out for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. And I really liked Hillbillies. I kind of like the sound. Also, I freaked out because Tyler was in that like music video. I was like, oh my gosh, is there gonna be a collab? Like I remember when like there was supposed to be like this J. Cole Kendrick album prediction collaboration and it never happened. I want the Tyler Kendrick album with Baby Keem. um but yeah, it's like when you get like the same pants but different colors. It's like there's a reason. They just don't get it, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean he has an eye for music. Tyler does choose his features very well. Um for me Igor was like okay. Like I like Igor, but I feel like I feel like Call Me If You Get Lost is like such a good combination of his styles. So like I can't even like rank them. Wolf is probably yeah, that's the thing too. It's like I like Tyler a lot because I grew up in that when he was doing Odd Future, but I wasn't really too into it. Like Cherry Bomb and like Wolf, people were like or like Goblin. I honestly like call me a fake fan. I think I have to start listening to those because I like listen to some of the songs, but I have to start listening to that. But yeah, definitely Flower Boy was like around when I was like growing up and my sister was actually really into Cherry Bomb. Oh yeah, Global yeah. I heard Cherry Bomb people like fight over Cherry Bomb. It's like, no, it's actually really good. And like Goblin is like, yeah, it's like if you're like bro, I heard like Goblin is like Goblin I heard is like the Death Grips money store kind of conversation where it's like if you get it, you get it and if you don't, you don't. Like it's just that type of album. But like my sister used to be grew out of it and now Wolf is my favorite. Yeah, I think maybe I should start with Wolf then. But the thing is I do like bands like Death Grips and stuff, so I think I can resonate with Goblin a bit more. Cherry Bomb has yeah, Cherry Bomb I heard. I mean like I heard it's like the worst out of his albums, but it's not like that bad I heard with Cherry Bomb. But like I don't mind like really messed up music, so or quote unquote messed up. It depends on the person. As a whole, it's the worst. Yeah, it's like with Kendrick, right? It's like so a lot of people think that Kendrick's worst album is Damn. Um, but Damn is like still a really good album. So to say that it's his worst is like a very strong word, but it's still like really good. Oh, Damn's your favorite. You know what? Kendrick actually I heard his favorite album was Damn. Like I think because he was able to like express a lot of his like frustrations and anger a lot. That was like his favorite album, especially the deluxe edition. I don't think I listened to the deluxe. I think I just listened to the regular one. But I am annoying, so To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite. And actually, recently, especially in the summer, Good Kid, Mad City is like a feeling in the summer. I love the contrasting ideas of the mix of beats. And Damn, right? Yeah. I think yeah, it was definitely a lot of experimenting with like different styles and stuff. And they all sounded really good. I think I would say Mr. Morel definitely is very experimental. I feel like with I feel like today people are kind of still saying like they're kind of mixed with Mr. Morel. The deluxe edition is purposely set up to contrast each song. Okay, maybe I did listen to the deluxe. I'm not sure. I have to check on my Spotify, but I remember like watching videos of people talking about Damn and how it's supposed to be like when you listen to it in reverse, it's supposed to be like a whole different like meaning or something like that because the last song kind of ends off where it's supposed to reverse or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's great. Like everything he does, maybe except for what was his album? The one where it's called like some like unmastered something something. The one with like the green background. I heard that was like we don't count that one. Yes, because you either choose wickedness or we. Oh yeah. It doesn't yeah he doesn't he say that in the song? Yeah, in the songs. Sorry. Yeah, I have a speech impediment. Sorry. I'm just like rambling. Yes, the intro. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe like literally the first like words they like said the intro. Yeah. Yeah, but he's great. Yeah. Yeah, when his tour came out, like I anticipated that like I'm never going to watch him live even when he like went on tour. It's like I'm never going to get those tickets. And I never did. But yeah, it's kind of weird too because growing up as like an anime person, his storytelling and composition idea is insane. Yeah, I mean, he was just born to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was just born to do music. I don't know. It's like there's just people that are just born, they're just meant to do all that stuff, right? Yeah, but like growing up as like an anime person, it's like it's kind of weird kind of having these like different sides when it comes to like how you experience music and stuff. Because I like people think like, oh, you watch anime, but like you're a normal person. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Yes, truly talented, not just skilled. Yeah, I actually have a story about Kendrick Lamar and like an anime convention. My sister and I went to this local anime convention, and she went with me because I was going alone, and she's not really into anime, so she just wanted to come with me. And we were like standing in line, and there was like these two people like kind of beside us looking at like the body pillows that they had like there displayed. And I think these people weren't really into anime too. I think they got tickets, like a 1-day ticket, just to kind of see what was going on, and they're just kind of like snickering at like the body pillows as you do. And my sister was like, yo, I like your shirts. Like she just, because they're wearing matching Kendrick Lamar shirts. As a gamer and anime watcher too, people find it weird that when I show my more gothic or street sides, I should be a super weeb. Like, yeah, that is weird because it's like, yeah, I can't explain it. I think I get the type of person you are and I get it. It's like, it's hard to explain though because like, I don't know. I mean, maybe, yeah, when I was 13, I was like a weirdo, but like as I was growing up, I just like kind of, I'm in like the in between of like Western media and like Eastern media where I kind of like both. And like your perspective on like the anime community can like change because ooh, it's frozen because of just what you grew up with. I don't know. It's like kind of weird when someone says, "Oh, you're normal," but you like watch anime. Yeah. I think it's just like an experience that if you get it, you get it. And yeah. But yeah, so like my sister was like, "Oh, I really like your Kendrick Lamar shirts." And I just kind of like looked over. I saw, I was like, "Okay, that's cool." And I like looked back. And then I just heard them say like, "Oh, thanks." And then after we were done with that line, my sister was like, "Yo, those people that I said like, oh, nice Kendrick Lamar shirts." They were like looked very confused that I said that. And I'm like, "Huh?" It's like they probably thought I was like a huge anime fan. And they were confused that an anime fan really liked Kendrick. And that put like a perspective on like the world for me because I'm like how echo chambery hive mind is the anime community that like they don't even know who Kendrick Lamar is. And so I think that like that interaction was like was kind of eye opening. And then like how I perceive things in like the anime community is like kind of different now. It was a weird experience because like I thought everyone knew him, but like there's people that are that into the anime stuff that they just don't even know. They just like listen to anime soundtracks and stuff, and like they don't even know. People just don't expect people to connect with different groups. Yeah, I don't know. I've always like criticized kind of the anime community myself as someone who's like, you know, a person of color and a girl that like also is in the Western world that, you know, I don't want to talk too much about it because it is kind of like a little too political and sad, but like, I don't know. It's, you do feel kind of like, I don't want to like really be in this community. Nah, but I get it. Yeah. It's like, I feel like I don't want to be part of this anymore. And I've kind of like slowly like distanced myself a bit. I don't know. I kind of was like slowing down on like watching anime and stuff. But the best anime I've been watching is Vinland Saga. That's the best anime. I don't care if it's boring. That is storytelling. That is character development. That is the Game of Thrones of anime. The Breaking Bad of anime. I don't care. I'm Hispanic, so being an anime watcher stuff is like metal music is not expecting or frowned upon sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, because like I remember growing up, like anime was like weird, and then it started getting popular, so it started getting cool, and then it's back to being weird again because anime people are a little bit too comfortable with like what they're into, you know what I'm saying? Nudge nudge, wink wink. So now people are back to associating them to like being weird and stuff. But you know, I'm very grateful for like what the anime community has done, and like now I'm kind of like in this position, which I mean, I'm still unemployed, but like I mean, like I found like my calling in like art and stuff with like anime. I'm very mixed on them. Yeah, because it's not like everybody, right? But sorry, Nicki Minaj is playing and I'm just trying to like listen to her. But yeah, it's like it feels like if you express like your opinions about something, it's like they'll like call you a racial slur right away or something. I mostly stop myself from them as a group. Yeah. It's like I guess you just try to like be surrounded by people that like don't exhaust you, you know? Especially like Twitter. Like Twitter, you always see that stuff like they'd be saying like the craziest things. And you're strong-minded enough not to be like just to just kind of like scroll, right? Just don't try to say anything kind of thing. But it's upsetting, you know. Twitter, I stay up as much as I can. Yeah, it's hard. Because for me, Twitter is like my main source of like social media that's like popular for like artists right now. I mean, YouTube too, but that's like a harder work because you have to like make a video too and make the art. But like things like Instagram is kind of falling apart. I don't know, like Pixiv, that's like a Japanese place. DeviantArt, like who cares? So I kind of I want to interact and like be around so like people know me, but like I know if I continue to be on Twitter, it's like giving me a headache. Gone, nair. Shit it on. Yeah, just shit it on. Sorry, I'm just like focusing on her. Usually I just like post and then leave Twitter. Yeah, I actually used to do that. I used to just like not be on Twitter, and then the only time I'll be on Twitter is to just post stuff. But I do have like people like mutals and stuff that I interact with, so it's like nice to see them. And they also don't think about they also don't think like Twitter people, I guess. So it's just kind of like I don't know, but you're still like subjected to it because of how the Twitter algorithm works. And I don't like Elon Musk, but it's like, I mean, I don't pay for like Twitter Blue or something, so I'm not like giving them money or something. I'm not good at keeping my socials updated anymore. The toxic Twitter ways. Yeah. I don't know. Because it's just like, Twitter is just like so easy. You just like scroll. I don't know. I'm like saying like, oh, I don't like Twitter, but I also participate in it. So I guess I'm a hypocrite for that, but I also acknowledge that it's bad. I don't know. I don't know what like mindset I have here. Yeah, but my sister, like, she's a big like metalhead, so she likes to talk to me about it and stuff. And I used to be a huge like that's just how it is sometimes. Yeah. Because like especially when it comes to like your career and your survival, it's like at what point do your political stuff, you know, matters at this point or whatever? It's like if you need to get something done. Like I'm a punk, but I still exactly. It's like yeah, but like I think that's okay because you live in the country that you live in and that's just how it works. But, you know, survival trumps beliefs. Yeah. Yeah, it really sucks. Cuz like people who live like Indonesia, they have like crazy punks there. Indonesia is like I think it's Indonesia, and like those people like they purposely like they live on the street and like they have homes to go to, but because they're just so diehard punk that they just want to be homeless because the house is equal government. And France, yeah. Oh my god, I love France. We have to stop making fun of French people. Like they're so cool. The amount of like French Snapchat videos I have like saved on my phone because they're just so unintentionally funny is just like we gotta give them the respect, man. Like, come on. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen some like French Snapchat videos that are like crazy. I can't show any of them because I don't have like a dual monitor or anything, but like They're crazy, bro. And when they fight, they fight. They make sure the gray make sorry, my speech. They make great black metal and shoegaze. That's interesting. Yeah, my sister, yeah, she's really into it, and she loves talking about like if I were ever to live in a country, she would live in Sweden because that's where metal was invented. It's like, okay, that's cool. But I used to listen to a lot of metal too, but it was like Japanese metal when I was like 13. And I'm in my 20s now, so I kind of delve, it's like I delve into it for like nostalgic reasons. But yeah, I used to listen to a lot of metal, but I was a little bit more like punky. Yeah, when it came to like style, I was more punky, and I did like that aspect of metal, but I was more of a punk. So yeah. But I heard, yeah, there was a huge protest in France going on, and you know what? If they got that painting in their DNA and in their history, like they're never gonna let that shit down. If they have the French Revolution in their history, they're not gonna let that shit down. My actual clothing definitely doesn't match my wide music. Yeah, I mean, have you listened to my music recently? Like, as you were like watching this stream, it's like Bjork and then like this anime girl, new metal, and then Deftones was playing, and then Nicki Minaj, and then yeah. I'm definitely like that where it's like I look a certain way, but I'm listening to idol music kind of thing. My music audio is not playing. I see the names though. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Let me show you my OBS. Hold on. No, that's not how you do it. How do you fix this again? Properties? That's where it is. Yes, this is what I have to do because I'm not... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I usually try to fix this. This is a huge mess, but I'll try to fix it later, someday. Just trying to fix this. Hold on, I have to do it again. This. There we go. Yeah, so I was playing Nicki Minaj, some Deftones, some like other stuff, Bjork, whatever. So yeah, that's definitely me. I grew up on a lot of different genres, and I like all of them, so. I used to grow up on like K-pop too, so. I don't stream, so I wouldn't know how that works. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just forgot to check to see if my music was working because I was like late streaming. Like I was late on my schedule, kind of. I mean, I don't have a schedule, but I was like, oh, I gotta stream now, so I didn't bother to fix it. I actually saw these guys live. I think it was a couple of months ago. It seems like last year, but they were pretty good. What I was talking about? I think I was talking about France. I don't know. The Asian music I grew up with is mostly Spanish or rap, but I chose my own way separate from my I chose my own way separate from my family's ways. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, for me, we're lucky that like for like my sister and stuff, they don't really hate that she does that. So I come from like an Indian family, so they don't really hate that she does that. I think one thing that's like frustrating, especially with like immigrant families and stuff, like she has like really short hair, especially because she has like a skin condition, so like having longer hair just like sucks for her. And they just like my grandpa on my dad's side is always mentioning how, oh, she has short hair, she has short hair, you should have hair like your sister. And I'm like, listen, dog, I have long ass hair because I'm lazy and I don't want to go and get a haircut. Don't put this shit on me. But yeah, like in India, like having long hair is like a thing, so yeah, I hate the confinements of the old ways. Yeah. But I like to think sometimes it's like when you start like growing up and you start like having your own family or whatever, like I'm not saying that's what you're gonna do or whatever, but like in the case of like living on your terms, that like say like you have a kid, like you can teach that kid like not those ways and like cut them from those like stuff. I don't know. I think for like me, like my parents, they're not too conservative, so they don't really enforce any of that stuff on me. Like my father's side is particularly Christian, and my taste doesn't really fit those. Yeah, I have like Filipino friends that like have like strict parents and stuff. Um, and I've heard people that are like, yeah, if you're not Christian, just don't like, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm not like really commenting too much on it because I haven't really experienced that. My parents let me and my siblings go on our own ways as long as we're not convicts. Yeah, just don't do anything bad. That's it. I think that's like a lot of like immigrants like mindset. It's just like just don't fuck it up, please. Just like try to be somewhat successful. I don't care how you be, just like I don't know. Which is like it's that's still toxic because it's like they can be very like abrasive with that and it can really like mess with your brain or whatever. Right? It's like that whole go to school and like be an engineer kind of thing. But I think with my parents it's like we just want you to be successful in whatever way that will make you a living. And if it's like this streaming stuff or like the art stuff, just like find a way to pay rent and stuff or try to figure out a way to I can't draw an eye. Um, stuff like that, which I'm not trying to like what's the word? Lower like deny your experiences, I think it's called. But yeah, very pushy in terms of careers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to like forgive their like ways of like teachings or whatever because I hate that too sometimes where it's like your parents are like a certain way and then people are just like, "Oh, that's just like out of care and love." Like they don't really like that mean to you. They're just like they just want you to be like successful and happy where it's like, I don't know." Oh yeah, yeah. I was just like thinking about this song the other day. And I'm like, "Wait, this song is actually kind of good." I was like what, like 12 when this was coming out or something. I never watched the show or anything. It's understandable though. Yeah, I think like you try to think like, they just kind of grew up that way so that it's really hard for them to like get out of that way of thinking. But I guess like try to focus on yourself because if in the end like it's like you who wants to be successful and not like you're trying to do it for someone else kind of thing. Oh, you used to watch the show? Yeah. I got nostalgic because I saw Big Time Rush and I'm like, wait, let me just like listen to their music. And it's like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And I heard they still do concerts. So if I actually start listening to them, maybe I'll go to their concerts. I don't know. Ooh, Frozen. Yeah, I wasn't really into Big Time Rush growing up. I was like more of like an iCarly person. Um Man, I'm like forgetting what I used to watch. Like, yeah, like iCarly. That's it. I don't know. Um, I can't even like think of the cartoons. I don't know, like Adventure Time, Cartoon Network stuff. Yeah, the cartoons were the preference. Yeah, like I sometimes it's like I say cartoons that I feel like were like 2 years ago, but were actually like made 10 years ago that I wasn't aware of. Like I feel like a regular show was made like a really long time ago. Oh my god, I was there when like the Brony stuff was happening. And regular show Courage was good. I like dabbled in Courage, but I still really loved it. Um, yeah, I was there when like the whole My Little Pony stuff was going on. Bro, the My Little Pony stuff, like it still like fascinates me to this day. I love watching videos about people that were like bronies talking about My Little Pony or like analysis of My Little Pony because that was a crazy thing. I'm gonna drink some water right now, actually. Opening the water bottle ASMR. Listen, I don't get what the fuck anyone says. Water is the best beverage in existence. I don't care. Water is so good. I can't take people seriously who like I don't drink water, I just drink everything else. And it's like, how are you breathing? No wonder you need like coffee all the time and iced coffee to like take a shit in the morning. Like drink some water, your bowels will be great, okay? That's the real tea. That's the truth. Drink water so you can have great shits for the rest of your life. That's the tea. I don't want to be a nuisance, but I think that I need to be more on the side. Like more like inside? Yeah, I love coffee too. I'm like a coffee nut. More like inside, yeah. Sometimes I don't think about it because like whatever, it's like you don't I don't think you need a reference for the face. I think you're just trying to figure out what the outfit is. But I can always learn, make good habits. Maybe I'll do something like that. Usually the eye is above the edge of the mouth. Yeah. You know, I've honestly like I haven't learned too much anatomy as I've been like growing up because at this point it's like, man, I just don't really care anymore. I just want to draw what I want to draw. But I feel like I've been recently thinking it's like maybe I should take like a class or two actually. Because yeah, I mean there is fundamentals you should learn, but yeah, I don't know cuz I feel like right now in my life it's like I kind of need to focus on doing stuff and not just like studying right now. I've been learning a lot in the past couple of years. Yeah. I think you're a better artist than me. um yeah, at this point it's kind of like man, I just kind of want to do some art. Like my most recent one. Hold on, let me show you my most recent one. This one. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I mean, I'm the one using 3D models, so I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's like just oh, I moved the mic. Sometimes just like yeah, I feel like and like learning and doing anatomy stuff was like in the way of like making art for me. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with that. It's just like yeah, like this one, wonky, so wonky. It's all part of using your digital resources. Yeah, just use what you can use. Like I'm not gonna draw a chain. I'm gonna use a chain brush. You know what I'm saying? Wonky, right? But I made it, so you know it's interesting. That yeah, I kind of like the colors, and I like how I shaded the skin. It's supposed to be Hatsune Miku. Um, but yeah, see how like this one, I just used like a. Oop, is it freezing? I just used like a chain brush. I didn't actually like paint any of the chains because why would I do that? I actually like the off proportions with the sick pipette. Yeah, it adds to like the kookiness, right? I don't have those. Yeah, I don't know if these you have to like pay for like the Clip Studio currency or you have to like pay money for these because sometimes it's like these chains they can like offer it for free for a limited amount of time. Draw the chains manually. I mean, I guess it's on like style, like how you would like it. I kind of like the flat look here. This chain, I loaded up a 3D model with Clip Studio and then like added like a gray gradient and did some like glow dodge shading on top of it. Everyone has their methods. Yeah. I guess it depends on like what the situation is like, oh, I need to actually like hand draw this chain or whatever. But that's like my recent one I've done. This was more of like a painting study and less of like I don't know, I just wanted to like learn how to paint, you know? Because I've been trying to reference a lot of like artists that I've been seeing. Let me just do a full look of this. Like right, yeah, reference some of the artists that I'm looking at and like see how they paint, like look at speed paints and stuff like that. And I've been falling into this more like anime style because I feel like that style is like more I don't know, it's just like more fun. And so I feel like I'm having more fun with my art and I'm not forcing myself to do like anatomy that I'm just like frustrated with. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just do art. Let me just paint, have fun with it. And I think that will just like reflect on other people and be like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. Because I'm clearly having fun with it. Yeah. I learned anatomy during new pieces. Sorry, I learned anatomy during new. Yeah, that's like really good having like references while you're doing art and like just like yeah, just like reminding yourself all the time and doing like exercises and stuff. I've been like watching a lot of like these really old YouTuber artist people, so like cynics. Ahmed Aldori is like my favorite. I love his art style. Not a lot of Psychra, but I also grew up on like Mark Crilly as well. I am not one to just draw sketches of anatomy. Yeah, it's like I used to do that when I was like younger, obviously because I wanted to learn, but now I'm just like I really don't care. It's like I just kind of want to make cool art and I don't want like anatomy and not knowing anatomy like in a way of that. I just kind of want to like do stuff. I think that's why in like high school I like barely I remember Mark Curley. Yeah, he's a king, man. He's a king. He did the cool eyes. Yeah. I like learned everything from him and I'm just so glad that he existed and that I'm like kind of here right now. So um let me just do the earring here. But yeah, when growing up, it was like definitely the era of like traditional art, and everyone needed the Copic markers, and like needed to do like watercolor, and people were like learning from like Mark Curley and stuff. That's what I thought I was. That's the type of artist I was gonna be. I was gonna do like watercolor drawings and stuff like that. You did a Kazuya piece. Yes, I love Tekken. Oh, I know Tekken, bro. I'm so excited about Tekken 8. You have no idea. Like I would like I would like sleep, like quote unquote sleep, and just like think about Tekken lore and just like lose sleep over it. Yes, yes. I'm a Horong main, so don't bash me. I'm a loser Horong main. Shut up. I just bought a fight pad for it. Oh, I have a Korean bat, a Toki from yeah, like an Atoki Korean gate Korean bat fighting stick. It's great. I'm just happy you know it. Yeah. I don't know if I will be able to play Tekken 8 because my Atoki does not work on PS5. So I need a PC to play it. I really met people that do. Yeah, I mean like I think Tekken is getting popular nowadays. Ooh, Charlie XCX. She's for the gays. Let's go. Pride Month was like over, but like we can still celebrate it. um yeah, like I think it's getting a little bit more popular. So I think I'm excited because there's an anime convention coming out soon this month, like in a week. And I'm like, I need Tekken things. I need Tekken things. I think Tekken is popular now. I think people are gonna like do more stuff. Just took out Dragunov, so I don't know which way they're gonna go. Tekken 8. New Coffee Lady seems sick though. Oh my god, yeah, I remember seeing like a reaction of this guy. He was Peruvian, and when he saw that like the new character was Peruvian, he was like, "Oh my god, like I think I'm gonna like cry," because like it was like unexpected. You know, people say like, "Oh, we don't need that much representation. Why do you need representation?" It's like, bro, I just almost saw a grown man cry over a video game character. We'll probably continue to learn Jin, then Kazuya, and then Coffee Girl. You know, I heard they're making Tekken moves a little bit easier, so I'm actually kind of curious. I want to try characters like Mishima characters and see if I can like play them. Like I'm kind of into like Kazuya. I want to see what he how he feels, because Horong feels really good in like my hands, but I just kind of want to see what that feels like. I think it's because of Street Fighter. It's because Street Fighter kind of did make things easier and it got like a positive response. Is that since they added modern controls? Yeah, I mean like personally for me, I guess like a lot of like old heads with Tekken are just like, oh, this ruins like the whole aspect of why people play Tekken, and it's like hold on, let me put my pen down so I can talk about this. But like personally for me, I think like I don't think making the moves simpler is going to change anything, because in the end it's like it's whether if you could see that move and dodge it and like punish it and like move out of the way and stuff like that. So it's like I can learn how to do a electric god fist like easier, but someone can like dodge that shit or like block that shit. Like it doesn't really matter if I'm like it's easier. Like I just if you're how to be good at Tekken is like the fundamentals. It's learning how to like spacing and like poking and like footsies and like moving around. And I think watching that Arslan Ash and Knee match for the first time when it was first happening, that was like a really good representation because they didn't do any sort of like fancy moves. They just learned how to they just like jabbed each other and like spacing and like all this shit. So it's like and someone ended up winning. So like which is why Mortal Kombat was so loved more here NK steps. Yeah. So that's my hot take. That's my personal hot take. Because in the end, an experienced Tekken player can learn how to just like sidestep that shit. Yeah, since spacing what was I learned the easiest since growing up with it. Yeah, that's like the fundamentals, right? Like that's you can learn all the special moves and combos you want, but the person can just move out of the way if they see it, if they're experienced enough. So I personally don't see it as like a bad thing. I just think old heads are like, I worked so hard trying to learn how to do an electric god fist and now it's like easy, and it's like such an old person thing to say. It's like it's like your parents being like, I worked hard doing this and now you kids are getting it so easy. It's like, okay. Wait, isn't that was the point that I was supposed to like have an easier life? Or do you want people not to play Tekken anymore or what? Like I think it's good for the new people to get into it, but realistically, you need more complicated controls for the advanced stuff, so the compliments are pointless. You know what? I think I saw someone say it's like as long as people who do the complicated stuff get a bigger reward, like if they're able to do that like really complicated move and can get maybe more damage off of it, that would make more sense. And then like if you do the more simpler version, you still hit them, but it's not as like damaging. I think that would be a little bit more fair, which maybe not, because at this point Tekken people are very like used to doing their moves like the I don't know, like Knee can like just easily pump out a move or whatever because that was the expectation. So I can see maybe why people would be like mad. If they work to learn it so much, they should just do it and be quiet. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel like when I saw when someone say like there should be like a better reward for it, like maybe it can break block or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Because like the thing is too, it's like even though Tekken is a complicated game, there's still people who wanted to get into it because of that whole legacy status and that whole complication. Like people wanted the clout of like, I want to learn the hardest Tekken like game, and so they did put the like work in it, because I've seen like people like especially Tekken 7, that's where like everything like blew up, right? I think that would okay, nobody's forcing them to change the controls. I think that would break the balance. Uh yeah. Yeah. I think so. Hold on, let me sit on that. Hold on. Nobody's forcing them to change. I think that brings Okay, I think that's from what I've seen. I think I've seen like videos of like yeah, it's like yeah, I don't know. It's an optional thing, so changing damage skills would break the balance. Oh yeah, break the balance with damage. Yeah, I don't know. There's like ideas in the air, but yeah, I don't know, because I think with Tekken 7, like I think a lot of people who weren't really into Tekken started playing it, and so they kind of understood that like, okay, I have to like really work hard playing Tekken to like get good at it. So I can see why people don't want the simple controls, because there is an expectation that it's just it's a game that you just have to get really good at. You know what I'm saying? What I will say is that there is a T5 problem with everyone being so ridiculously strong. Yeah, do you think that might be just like beta, like the beginning? Or will they just will they smooth that out eventually? Because I don't think we have an official like date. It could be either very late this year or early next year. My prediction. I think they'll fix it. They will fix it for some. Sorry, I'm like itching my eye. I think they will fix it for some, like for some characters you were talking about, because I heard they or else It's just about who hits first. Yeah, because I've seen some people playing and it's like it's very like they have a very aggressive style. Um or like the game has a very big emphasis on aggression. And so whoever just like hits first, they just control the whole entire match. I've seen that. I've seen people like play matches and it's like that's kind of what it feels like. Kazuya and Jin just gonna same buffs makes no sense. That's true. That's true. I mean, because I think they're like Mishimas, so they're kind of like notoriously like harder. So people want to like. Also, Claudia having 3 hits, 40% is broken. Yeah, I think the beta, like right now, I think what they should be focusing on is like just how it feels and how people like feel about like the heat system and stuff like that, and just kind of figure out the balance from there. Because I remember Tekken 7 when it came, like people were talking about how the balance was so good in that game. So hopefully it'll kind of like, they'll like move it on to the next one or whatever. But yeah, but like the lore, like I have so many predictions of like what might happen in the lore, especially between the Mishimas, and it's just like it feels nice and fast paced. It's like yeah, it's like very entertaining to watch. It's just you're like on your toes, and it's just like I don't know. It looks good. It looks like it's very fun. It looks very fun, and so like I don't know. I've seen people like higher top players play Tekken 8 and they seem like they're having a problem like being defensive even though it's like what they're used to. So I can see it could be like a weird adjustment. But like I don't know. I think it's good. I just think the damage is way too high up. Yeah. Way too high. You know one character, I know everyone like hates this character, but one character I was actually really into was Fakuram. And I know he's not gonna be in Tekken 8, but I thought his concept was just like so cool. I'm just kind of like sad that he's probably not gonna be in Tekken 8, which I know that's like the dumbest take ever. Like no one likes Fakuram, but like I think he was cool, and I kind of hate that it was just kind of like wasted potential. I think in that case for that like playstyle, they probably have to bring Bruce back. I like the Muay Thai, but yeah, his reach is ridiculous. Yeah, and his body is so weird that it's like kind of hard to like figure out how to hit him. You know. But I think he's really cool. Like the whole tattoo look with just like the boxers on and the wraps, simple, effective, perfect. What other characters? Lucky Chloe's probably not gonna come back. Actually, I kind of think she might come back, but I'm just kind of happy Horong's in the game, which I expected, but like now I can actually play the game. No, she won't. Yeah, let's just hope she doesn't come back. Yeah. It's kind of weird that Dragunov's not going to be in the game. I feel like he's such like a staple character that it's kind of weird that they won't put him in. They actually used a mix of the girl from Peru. I completely forgot what her name is or how to pronounce it. That's okay, yeah. If yeah, I think for Chloe players are gonna start playing the new girl. She's fun. Azucena or something like that. Yeah, something like that, yeah. I didn't want to be like too offensive and be like, I don't know like her name. It's like, no, I just literally like yeah. Yeah, it's just weird that they're not gonna put Dragunov in there. There's Lucky Chloe dodges mixed with Julie moves, yeah. Actually, one character I actually kind of hate playing against is Julia. Like, something about her, I just like, I can't figure her out. Yeah, it was weird for me to see Brian, but not Dragunov. I expected Brian, but yeah, he is kind of Dragunov's kind of a staple, so I don't get it. Even Raven got added. Yoshimitsu is missing too. Oh yeah, I definitely think Yoshimitsu is gonna come. They're just like taking their time or whatever. I'm actually kind of excited for Raven. I actually really liked Master Raven. I played her like a bit. I kind of liked her vibe, but I'll try out Raven when the game comes out. He looks really fun. And personally, I think that Leo is coming back too. So I think I think that's like really cool because I used to play a bit of Leo as well. He has to be in it. I was not a Raven player. Like Master Raven or just general Raven, because yeah, Master Raven was in the other game, and I just liked Master Raven's like vibe, both. Oh yeah, it's like a particular style, like the ninja style. Like I guess it's like, yeah, I guess people prefer like Kunimitsu ninja style over like a Raven style sometimes. I haven't played in like 2 years almost. Oh, so are you just like someone who likes to like watch like the TWT or something like that? Just like kind of keep up with it? Do you think you're gonna play Tekken 8? Like you're just gonna wait till it comes out? And who knows when it's gonna come out? Yeah, I'm coming back for Tekken 8. Yeah, it looks really good too. But like the lore, bro. With like Jun coming back and everything, oh my goodness. I have like so many predictions. Like it's just like so I feel like I'll start Tekken 7 again to prep. Yeah, you gotta like you gotta train your hands again. like when you start playing Tekken 7, like I feel like at the end, like when you wake up, like your forearms are gonna like be in pain because it's like I haven't moved my arms like this. But I have a prediction that Jin is actually gonna die. A lot of people think that Kazuya is gonna die. I think Jin is the one to leave. Because for some reason Jun is like um I was on the controller, but now, what type of controller is that? I'm not sure what that one might be. I was like, right when I saw that, I thought like mixed box, but like, I don't think you're using a mixed box, right? Um, yeah, I used to be a controller player as well, but then I have like big, lanky hands, so using a controller like really hurts. Xbox, but now I'm mouse and key. Oh, I'd imagine mouse and key is like way more like better because you can hit the movement is way better. You use the WASD or something like that, right? I've seen people use the keyboard with Tekken, and it looks much better than using like a stick. But I wanted to use a stick because that's just how they used to learn how to do it on stick on arcade. So I think it was like a really cool challenge for me, for someone who's like Gen Z and like never grew up on those like arcade sticks. I wanted to learn how to like do that. But like with Tekken lore, it's like Jun came back and it's like in her interactions, she's like, "Oh my god, I'll save you, Kazuya." But when it came to Jin, she was like, "Bro, I need to stop you." So I feel like Jun is gonna allow Jin to like die for some reason. Cause like a lot of people predict it's like Kazuya still has something in him that like he's still like a good guy inside. He's just like a anti-hero that was just a victim of his like circumstances. Um I was going to go for a fight stick, but I got all button box. Maybe Jin will kill his mom for real though. Yeah, because Kazuya, like the Mishimas are like terrible, right? But like if I had to predict, I think like Kazuya, like Jun sees something in Kazuya that like she still is willing to like save him, and it's like, yeah, I think people are saying that she understands he was just a victim of his like circumstances. I blame Heihachi. I blame Kazumi. I blame Kazumi. Because like in Tekken 7, it was like that's the reason why all of this happened, because she was the one with the devil gene. Yeah, she was the one with the devil gene. Heihachi did nothing. And in Tekken 7, like in the story, it's like he tells Kazuya directly, it's like, your mom is the reason why you have the devil gene, and she was trying to kill me. And like Kazuya couldn't believe it because he like loved his mom. He's like, oh, that couldn't be the reason, or whatever. And I'm like, dumbass, how did you get the devil gene? It was definitely not your dad. How else did you get it? It was from your mom. Dumbass. But I still love him. He's kind of hot. And then Akuma pulls up and then breaks Tekken 7. Yep. And then he's just never gonna be in the story. That was so weird. Like, why did they do that? It just, I mean, I guess it just proves that Tekken is in the same universe as Street Fighter, but like, it'd be cool if they made like a separate character to come and kill Heihachi. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but it's like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. Now I kind of feel bad for like all the Akuma players that are like, who the hell am I supposed to play now? Because I don't think 2D players, 2D characters are gonna come back because everyone hated them. There was like Eliza and there was like Geese. I guess it was easier for her to add. They already know, already in Super Demon. Yeah, that's true. But I love how like Kazumi got like, I feel like Kazumi was the one that like got away with all of it. You know what I mean? That's on Akuma players for such an evil character. Yeah. It's like, just go play Street Fighter. I don't know. Or maybe they will put 2D characters in there. Who knows? What I want is Ryu. You want Ryu? Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm actually thinking about like what DLC characters there might be. That would be interesting. I really want, I don't know if you're like a Yakuza person, like a Yakuza player, but I really want Kiryu in Tekken. I think that'd be so cool. That would have been a sick addition instead of Raven. I am not. Oh, yeah, like the Yakuza games. I don't know if you're familiar with that character, Kiryu, but like I feel like he'll fit in Tekken very, very well. I think during Tekken 7, a lot of people were like saying, a Yakuza player, a Yakuza character should be in Tekken. You're not a fan of Raven, huh? I don't know. I think Raven is kind of sick. I think I'll like learn how to play him eventually. But I am a Horong player, so I gotta be dedicated. Let me erase that. I think that would make sense, yeah. About this. But I'm just like thinking, it's like, is there gonna be another Tekken? Because like, who knows what's gonna happen in the story? I think he is whatever to me because I grew up with the cooler ninja in Dead or Alive. Oh, I never played Dead or Alive, but I'm like aware of Dead or Alive. Made the world go crazy. Oh right, yeah. I need to stretch. Sorry, I'm just gonna back up a little. Okay. Yeah, I didn't grow up completely on Tekken. I was like aware of it my life, but I wasn't like, I was like a young kid when it was coming out. Were you? Suppose Dead 11, of course. His own game in Ninja. Oh, okay. No, okay. I know what Ninja Gaiden is. I think that would make sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to think of like other characters too. I can't even think of any. That'd be cool in Tekken. Because Tekken is so weird. It's like you have like a bear and like you know, you have King, you have Kuma, like all these different characters in Tekken. It's like anything can go. Like Tekken is serious but wacky at the same time. It's kind of weird. I think that what drew me into Tekken, it was just like so weird. Oh, that would actually be sick. A Virtua Fighter character. You know, give them flowers, give them the respect that they deserve. Man, I remember when not Virtua Fighter. Was it Virtua Fighter? When it like came back for a while? Darkstalkers, yeah, like revive these old ass games, bro. Revive them. That'd be like good promo for like if they want to make another like Darkstalkers game. Cause they definitely have the money to buy the rights, yeah. For sure. Oh, there was a prediction Street Fighter X Tekken was actually going to happen because Ono came on stage when they were announcing on Evo the new characters. Like that guy, like he's like part of Street Fighter, and he came up like teasing Harada and stuff. So it's like a teaser, like, oh, Tekken's Street Fighter actually might happen. I think that'd be really cool. But for me, I love the Y2K aesthetic of Tekken. It's really cool. If they do it right, yeah. I think at this point, people over at like Tekken, like they have the room now to just really take their time on doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they did after Tekken 7. They're like, they were so happy with the success of that game. They were like, you know what? We are gonna take our time playing this, making Tekken 8. Like we're just gonna chill, take our time, and I think that's what they're gonna do for that. Big 4 style was one of my favorites since it was that era. Yeah, I heard great things from Tekken 4. I haven't played it, but I've seen like people play it and stuff, and they talk about how like, oh, I should actually do this. It's like the best Tekken. It was my first one. Yeah. Was Tekken 4? I feel like it was Tekken 3, but I feel like was Tekken 4 the one that people like really liked a lot, kind of thing? Oh yeah, you have it on your shelf. That's really cool. There are some games that I have that like are really old that I grew up with that I still have. Tekken 3, yeah. I thought it was Tekken 3, yeah. But like yeah, Tekken's very unique in the way that it like it's just like different, you know. There's a different feel to it that like doesn't. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know words. Which side of the character is this? Oh, it's probably that side. See, like I draw these characters and it's like I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I don't even know how I designed everything. I just like did it. The more in the pocket style dynamic maps, it's just so sick. Yeah. And it's like I feel like people who are not really into fighting games can like look at it and like understand what's going on because it's like you're moving around and you're dodging shit and it's like they kind of get what you're trying to do. As for like Street Fighter, you're like jumping and stuff and it's like, okay, well, this is very like specific, right? I feel like Tekken, like people can like understand it better. How does this work? Probably like that. Yeah, once you get used to like Tekken or something like that, it's hard to kind of get into like a 2D fighter kind of thing. Oh, I did this on the wrong layer. Shoop. Let me do that. Copy. New layer. Paste. Go here. Erase all this. Like this. Whoops. The wrong layer. Oh yeah, wrong layer. Do. What's this then? Nothing. It's an empty layer. I used to play Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, but a lot. But Tekken and Soul Calibur became my favorites. You know, I heard Soul Calibur like about it rarely. I think a lot of people play Tekken now. I don't hear a lot about Soul Calibur. It's like a very niche, small fandom. My sister used to be really into Mortal Kombat, so when I started playing fighting games, that was like my intro to like everything. But then I just like found Tekken and I was like, this is it, you know. You know what was crazy though? I remember my first like aha moment of like Tekken was I was watching Tanukana play, which she's canceled now and she no longer plays like in tournaments anymore, but it was kind of crazy how that was like my first introduction. Tekken's the king of 3. Yeah, they just had all of that like time in the world and like the years of experience to like craft something so good, right? There's just something about the feeling and the aesthetics of Tekken that's just so alluring that like it's just like so much more interesting. Like a lot of people associate Tekken with like kind of like the hip hop culture and stuff like that. Um, I mean fighting games in general, but it's like things that associate with like hip hop culture is like Dragon Ball and like Tekken. Or like Tekken has like really good music too. I love the music in Tekken. It's known for its music. It like that music is like the embodiment of like the early 2000s kind of thing. Yeah, same. Yeah. I'm not like a Dragon Ball person, so like I wouldn't know a lot about it. I feel like this is wrong. Especially with like kids from T4. Yeah. I'm just trying to focus on this. So the ears are so tiny. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a lot of like yeah, a lot of guys are like really into Dragon Ball. I kind of want to start getting into Dragon Ball, but I don't know. I don't think I can. It's like trying to get in, for me it's like trying to get into One Piece. It's like I don't know if I even want to start. Oh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Um used to be anime. Yeah. Growing up, I was more 2010s anime, so my first anime was Death Note. I read all of it. I didn't watch all of it, but Death Note was my first. So I kind of like started from there. And then Soul Eater was technically like my first anime, and I love Soul Eater. DB isn't hard to start out? Okay, yeah. Is there a certain one I should start out with, like the original Dragon Ball, or should I just watch Dragon Ball Z or something like that? Is like is there like a specific way I'm supposed to watch it? I feel like that just start with Dragon Ball is like it's kind of a thing where it's like you just watch it and that's fine. Because I know there's probably people intense with like the lore and stuff. Yeah, I heard Dragon Ball Z was the best. Yeah. Yeah, but like for me, it's like with like my V2 Kai. Okay, I'll keep a note in that. I think Dragon Ball is on Netflix where I'm from, so I'll keep a note of that. Okay, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. But yeah, like speaking of like this VTuber stuff, like I just can't get into like VTuber music and stuff like that. So it's like I just kind of want to do something that's kind of like separate from that, you know? It's like I can't like there's no VTuber music I can like listen to. Like I'm sorry. There's something about this community that needs to fix up the music thing or I'm gonna explode. I'm friends with some and I watch, but I never listen to bro. It's not like this. I'll tell you that. This bar is way too high for them. Well, it's like I guess it's like anime music. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Idol music. Yeah. It's like there's like this meme. I never listened to this, but there is this meme going on where it's like people are using the song Money Trees, but like there's like this anime girl speaking into it. And like I am not surprised if some anime person's like, I can't listen to this song unless this anime girl is speaking in it. It's like, bro, it's Money Trees. Like, bro, you need to listen to Money Trees with like a anime girl weirdly rapping into it, talking about like waifu and like whatever the hell they talk about. I don't know. People are ridiculous, yeah. And the thing is too, it's like I'm gonna be going to an anime convention like all 3 days. Like I don't know if I can handle it. But the thing is like I like anime and stuff. And it's like I'm going with my cousin who's like kind of new with this anime stuff, so I think it's gonna be like fun. And like with my friends and stuff. I don't even know how I'm doing this. Never been to one? Is there no anime convention like near your area? Or it's just like you just decided I'm not gonna go. You don't really see yourself enjoying it? Yeah. It can be like very intense, like the energy is like just like so many people like there. The energy is like high, high, high because everyone's there like doing anime stuff. Yeah. So yeah, like you hear like horror stories sometimes with like anime conventions of people just like not understanding social cues or like environmental cues and stuff like that. I don't associate with fandom and stuff. I just like what I like. I'm antisocial. Yeah, that's good or not good. That's cool. That's cool. Not saying it's bad being antisocial. It's just like yeah. I mean, I guess in the context of anime, it's like I guess it's good that you probably don't associate too much with those people, I guess. But like I think it's like a good experience for me to kind of just see what it's like and then like have a self-reflection of your own like personality and be like kind of like because like that's for me when I learned how to like because I'm also like kind of introverted growing up and so the best way I kind of learned how to speak, I guess, and understand is kind of being around people who are like that and like understanding, okay, that was kind of weird. So like you just don't do that or something like that. I'm pretty cringy, but everyone has their choices. Yeah. I mean, I'd imagine these people are really nice, right? Like I don't think these guys are like bad, but there is a common like cross between like because like a lot of these people go to anime conventions. It's like that's like the one of maybe the only things where they're like going out extensively. And so they're not really like aware of like how to be around people, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to like beat around the bush that sometimes there's like essay going on. So like that's kind of weird. That's like a normal thing that goes on with anime conventions. Despite being introverted, I have a strong social life during school. I just never liked going out a lot. Yeah, I mean, I'm introverted because like I just prefer doing things by myself and I get energy by myself. I think you can relate to that. Yeah, it's very weird. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say because it's kind of weird that's normalized. Because I used to do like volunteering work for like anime conventions and like you get to like talk to people within the whole thing and just like having conversations with them kind of thing. Like, I think it kind of like helps with like perspective on how you should interact kind of thing. I don't know. But I just realized the time. I just looked at the time. I'm kind of over what I usually go at. So I stopped my oh, I gotta stretch. I stopped my streams at this time. So gotta say goodbye. I feel like I did like no process in this whole thing. Jesus Christ. All right, have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night too. I hope you have like a great day tomorrow. Good sleep. Take some melatonin if you need to. It's like hella late for you. Yeah, it was really nice meeting you too, and thanks for the follow. Unfortunately, I don't have like a schedule or anything, so when I stream, I stream. I try to stream like every other day, but you know, depending on like what's the situation. Um, yeah, but like if I'm streaming, you'll see me stream and come and say hi if you see me. So thank you so much for coming. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you guys like in the VOD or whatever, or just do your thing. Yep. Okay, this is a sign off. See ya.